Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Damo B2020. Hope y'all doing well on this lovely Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening, morning, whatever time it is for y'all. Hope it was a great day. I hope the day's starting off for y'all well. If it's morning, it's like I said, time zones. But it is Thursday, and we're doing the podcast day. Woo! Go ahead and jump into the Discord call. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I good. How you?
I'm doing well. Thank you. Um, I was gonna put, what was I gonna put? Gonna add my tag real quick. And I need to put you back on here because I don't have you on here anymore.
Oh, what?
Remember I had to, what's it called?
Uh-huh.
Yep, you know what I'm talking about.
I appreciate
Yep.
the lurk, junk. I appreciate it. Have a fun in VR, man.
Is it this one that is this one? Yeah, it's cool. Alright, it's cool. That's fine. Like your picture
Mm-hmm.
or the what's it called? What's the other thing that you have? Um, damn it. Camera.
Mm-hmm. What? Are you not joining the? Are you not able
Oh,
to join the thing?
wait, did you send it to me?
Yeah. I sent it to you.
Oh, he. Whoops. Continue. Oh, let me turn on my virtual camera
Silly
for you.
goose.
I'm trying my best. This is okay.
You're good.
Oh, I was like, why is my virtual camera? Let me see. Output. Scene. Phase cam. That's okay. There we go. Okay, and how do I copy host slot link? I think that's what I need to do. I forgot how I fucking put you on here. Whoopsies.
This. Why? Oh, I'm tripping. Hold on.
Can I
I'm
put
like,
you on here?
yeah, cause you're on for me. You don't have the. Let's say you should have the. You have the OBS source still, right?
Okay, yes. I got
Okay,
you.
cool.
Let's see. Okay. Can I just, I don't even know. Alright. That's fine. We're just gonna do like
Is it
passive.
fine?
And yeah, we're gonna say that it's fine. Oh, let me, nope. There we go. And then you, this is Dom's face cam. Okay. I gotta make me bigger, I guess. There we go.
You
Like
got
this.
these.
Okay.
I believe.
Do you really?
I do.
Um. Da, 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 Let me put your name real quick. I got to look at my stream. If I'm still awake, please raid me. Okay, will do. Bye. And ask you my name. My name's Danny. Well, that's my nickname. Danielle is my full name, but I thought you knew that already. I thought that was no.
God, that was such a kid thing to say. Jesus.
I was like, what? I thought you knew that already. Okay. And then let me do.
Oh, you know it does it where well, I don't know if you can have it to show my name. from the
Yeah, it's
webcam.
in like it's like in the corner, but it
Mm-hmm.
looks kind of, hold on. Looks kind of weird because mine doesn't
It's a
look like
little
that. So
weird.
I try to make it look, semi. Here we go. Okay. Okay, here we go. And I kind of put you like this, so that you don't take up so much space. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put. Oh, nope. This needs to. This is the sound. Stay here. Sound alerts top. Okay. All right, guys. We're doing the best we can. Okay. Okay. I think this is all right. This is decent.
It's good.
We probably could do better, but
I don't
we
even
aren't.
know. I don't even know how it is for you, how you have to do that, because like it, because when I do it, they're next to each other, so it's like I don't even know how you have to do it.
I put in. Oh yeah. So the way that we do it is a little different. You do like the backstage thing, and what I do is I take your URL for your camera and then I put it into my scene.
Okay, that makes sense.
So yeah, they're looking at like my scene with like your picture and my picture. So, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I hope that makes a little bit more sense. I'm not trying to make it like. Okay, and then we're gonna do this a little bit, and there we go. Okay, I think this is good enough. For now, I don't even have like our little logo in the top corner because I didn't
Oh
really
shit!
put it in there.
I forgot.
I'm,
Like you reminded me. I just gotta turn mine's on. Boom. There's mine. Bada bing,
well,
bada boom.
damn.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the. I wanted to make like a little Christmas one, but I didn't have time.
Yeah, I figured that you probably would, but I know that there's a lot going on, so maybe it's
Yeah,
okay though. We got a couple
it'll
more weeks left.
definitely. Yeah, I'll definitely have one at some point at least.
If we don't, we
Um,
don't. If we do, we do. Either way, it'd be cool though.
yeah, cause I like the little holiday
Right.
ones.
Mm-hmm.
That says D&D Halloween. Where's the regular D&D one? What the hell?
What the fuck?
What the fuck? Um, es- excusez-moi.
Excuse.
Excusez-moi.
Shit, we're struggling.
Cause I'm like, where is me? Where is it? What is it?
Where is it?
What's this? Oh, cancel. That is not what I wanted. Where are you?
I'm
Honey,
so sorry. Cannot
oh, there we go.
sleep
But that is like
tonight.
huge.
I'm so sorry.
Are you really?
Maybe.
I don't believe you.
Well, I cannot sleep tonight.
Why can't you sleep?
I don't know
It's because you
why.
miss me. It's okay.
Probably that's it.
Okay, there we go. Now it's the best that it's gonna get for today, guys. All right. Anyway, hello, wonderful evening. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. As you know, for the Christmas season, we are going to be doing our new segment. We had one in, October. We didn't have a specific one for November, but now it's in December. So we have a specific, a series going on, and it's called Christmas Conspiracies. And we're just going to be giving you conspiracy theories for the whole month of December.
Yes.
And this is also like one of my loves. A lot of the stuff that we talked about in October was kind of like folklore stuff, and that's also my jam. So I just like, okay, we go to the next thing that's my jam. So I digress. So last week, I don't even remember what conspiracy we talked about last week.
I'm pretty sure that was the Diddy stuff last week.
It was the Diddy stuff we
Yeah.
did, and it was like 3 hour conversation about all
Yeah,
the Diddy shit.
we really we dug deep into the Diddy lore. Like, we found shit out that we didn't even know. Like,
It was very crazy. It was very crazy. If you guys
yeah,
didn't see it, you should go back and check it out because
definitely.
we definitely spilled some tea on the whole Diddy situation.
I need to start. I need to start uploading my VODs at least to YouTube. So y'all expect that on YouTube. I'll definitely start uploading the podcast VODs. Yeah.
The vibes, you know,
Yeah, the
the
VODs,
vibes.
the vibey VODs, you know. What up, Bo? How's it going? Hope you're doing well, staying hydrated. Good to see you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, um, the next thing is today. I know you guys have probably read the title. If you didn't read the title, you should read it. But it says, "Is this the end of the world as we know it?" And I know you're probably like, "What the fuck does that mean?"
What the
Especially
heck?
with all the shit that's going on right now. But I guess let me explain to you guys a little bit. I don't know if you guys know, but recently, Barack and Michelle Obama were the executive producers on a new Netflix film. And this film is called Leave the World Behind. So,
Yeeks.
I don't know if you guys have seen it yet. Um, but actually, I was on TikTok and I heard some conspiracy theories and I was like, oh, this would be very interesting. So yesterday during date night, Dom and I went ahead and we watched Leave the World Behind. So you didn't have to. You don't have to. I think you should, just because, don't take
Definitely.
my word for it, You check it out. But yeah, I enjoyed it, I think.
Yeah.
How do
It
you feel
was
about
a
it?
really good movie. Really thought out well. Definitely a conspiracy theory that, could possibly, be a reality.
So let me kind of give you guys a premise. This
And there
disclaimer,
is spoilers. Yes, we are going to be
spoiler.
spoiling the movie. If you haven't seen it, just letting you know from this point, we are going to be talking about this movie, dropping spoilers. It's on Netflix, so if you have a Netflix, go watch it.
So I'm gonna give the premise. I'm trying not to. I'm gonna try not to spill too much, so
Yeah.
you guys can like go and watch it. But essentially the premise is that a family goes on vacation. Um, and while they're on vacation, strange things starts to happen. Um, they get disconnected from internet, the world, and then essentially just weird happenings start to happen. Animals start reacting oddly to situations. um Weird sounds are going on. You're seeing these weird flyers drop out of the sky. So it's very dystopian. It's very end of the world, end of days kind of shit. All right, it's like the end of the world as we know it. That's why I kind of put that in my title. Is essentially like the fall of America.
Mhm.
Um, and so I think for me personally, what was interesting about there's a couple things that I found interesting about this movie. One is the spin that they had on this whole dystopian end of the world apocalyptical scenario. I feel like a lot of times when we see shows and movies like that, right? It's like zombies, right? Or
Mhm.
aliens or something that's really fanatical,
Yeah.
right? And not saying zombie actually zombies are probably not as fanatical as we think.
True.
If you've watched what's it called?
The
The
Last of
Last of
Us.
Us,
Yeah.
right? The way that they explain zombies makes it so that it feels less fantastical and more like a possibility. From my understanding, at this point, it's not possible because the specific mushroom that they say infected, or fungi, excuse me, it's not mushroom, fungi, the specific fungi that kind of does what it's supposed to do in The Last of Us hasn't found a way, hasn't evolved enough to sustain human body temperatures. So at this point, it's not a threat, but that doesn't mean they can never evolve to do that.
They
So to
they
me,
work on ants. They definitely work on ants.
so to me, that it's not right now, but it could evolve. It's a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
This one is very much like this can happen tomorrow.
Yep.
This can happen like we close our eyes and wake up and it's fucking happened. You know what I mean? Um, and so that's one of the things that I found really interesting is that this is really kind of based as based in real life as I've really seen a political movie be. That's number
Mm-hmm.
one. Number two is that I found it really interesting that a former president is the executive director of this,
Yeah.
right? And if you think about it, the president probably has the most know-how of how a foreign entity would take down and attack America, right? That's his whole fucking job. His whole fucking job is to run the country, right? So he has an idea of kind of like what the day-to-day threats are for the American populace, American government, right? So the fact that he executive produced this just screams at me like he had said that he wanted to make it as realistic as possible. So to me, that just screams like this is real life shit. Like this could actually happen tomorrow and we'd be fucked. Okay? Like, and even one of his producers. So one of his producers is, let me see, said, oh, excuse me. He had a lot of notes about the characters and the empathy we would have for them. I have to say he is a big movie lover and he wasn't just giving notes about things that were from his background, he was giving notes as a fan of the book and he wanted to see a really good film. The director revealed that further details about Obama's feedback to his draft. He said, I am writing what I think is fiction for the most part. I'm trying to keep it as true to life as possible, but I'm exaggerating and dramatizing it. And to hear an ex-president say, you're off by a few details, I thought I was off by a lot. The fact that he said that scared the fuck out of me. Um, so the fact that he's trying to write something that's like dramatic and fanatical and all that kind of stuff, and the president and the former president goes, oh, you're kind of off a little bit. He's like, I thought I was just making shit up out the side of my ass. Like, you're telling me this is real life? You're telling me this could actually happen? And so essentially how it works is they do kind of like a media electronic wipeout, takedown. So there's no contact, you can't reach anyone, and they isolate people in order to keep them dumb, keep them ignorant, and cause mass confusion and panic, to incite a civil war. That's essentially the gist of the plot of what these foreign countries and invaders are trying to do, to take down the United States by inciting a civil war. So it's just a very interesting plot. And I saw somebody go like, hey, Barack, I see you, dude. I hear you. I see you. I peep. And I remember this, right? Um, So that's kind of like scary.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Scary as hell.
Like they're gonna make it so that our satellites are down. That means you can't even call nobody. And let me tell you, like even if you have a satellite phone, and let me tell you how reliable a satellite phone is. A satellite phone is so reliable that if you are in the, I used to have a friend. I mean he's still my friend, but we haven't talked in a long time. And he does hunting expeditions. He leads hunting expeditions. So in Alaska. So, a lot of the times he's literally out in the middle of fucking nowhere. No cell signal, nothing, no GPS, nothing like that. And he has literally sent me texts with no service in the middle of nowhere off a satellite phone. So, the fact that in this movie a satellite phone did not fucking work.
Yeah. That shit was crazy.
That's scary. That's real fucking scary. That's a real fucking scary,
Like a
dude.
whole, like literally a whole satellite.
Like a whole satellite phone did not fucking work. It's crazy. And you like I feel like we don't really understand the magnitude of how much we rely on technology for everything
Mm-hmm.
until something like this happens. And then we're like, wow, we really fucking use technology,
Yeah.
electricity for everything.
Especially that, like the one comment the dad said at the, like close to the end.
Mm,
You remember that one comment he said?
I don't
Maybe,
know. I have to
possibly.
possibly. If you said it, I would
Pretty
possibly
much
remember
that
it.
just he uses his phone for everything. Remember
Oh
when
yeah.
he was saying that comment? Yeah.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's like, without it, I'm useless. He said, I have nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Like, imagine, right, when you are having symptoms about something, right? Let's say you have a spider bite and you're starting to have symptoms, and you don't have, let's say you don't have the opportunity to just go to the doctor. What's the first thing you do? You pull out your phone and you Google spider bite symptoms. Or symptoms from severe spider bite, or symptoms from black widow spider bite if you think you got bitten by a black widow. You know what I'm saying? Like the first thing that you do is you do investigating. And how do you investigate in this day and age? You pull out your phone and you use the Google machine.
True.
It is what it is. So to
It
have
is what
to
it
no longer have that
is.
power and accessibility in your hand, fucking wild.
Yeah.
Fucking wild. And essentially the president of the United States is saying this is the way that America's downfall would begin. Like like a realistic way of that
Yeah.
happening. That's like
And it was realistic as fuck. Like the whole time we're just sitting here, like we literally, like, okay, picture this. You're the viewer watching, but just picturing like you feeling like just as lost as them. Like honestly, I was that immersed into the movie. I'm like what the fuck is going on? Like, you know what it kind of reminded me of? That's
what?
kind of how like Stranger Things when the first season came out. When you
Mm-hmm.
started watching it, you're like, what the fuck is going on? You know, like like it had you like just it had you intrigued because you just really wanted to know like what is going on. And that movie, this movie definitely gave me that type of vibes because like I was literally immersed and I was confused as them. I'm like, okay, so what's really going on? Like, what is
And
this?
yeah, and there's some wild ass scenes.
Yeah,
There's some wild ass
there is. It's
scenes.
a lot of wild.
But you know, it was a good movie, but like especially with everything that's going on right now, in the position that America is in politically with the rest of the world,
Yeah,
um that I feel like made this movie very timely in a way that's
yeah,
not great, you know? Like this is real on time, considering there was just a meeting of world leaders,
And look,
and we were a handful. Our country was like one of the handfuls that voted against
okay,
the
yeah.
majority of the
Picture,
world.
look, picture this. Okay, just this is just another like gist of it all. Just imagine America gave up, and all of the government high officials left without a trace, and we're just in a position now where all this shit's going on. We're like, what the hell? We ain't got nobody to call or nothing. That's literally what it is. The government said, "Fuck this shit, I'm out." Like,
Well, for the whole, and there's also like multiple ideals within this, and
right?
one of
It's a
it is like,
theory. Always
you
remember,
know,
this is just a theory.
the well, it's kind of theory, and some of it's kind of fact. Like they like one
Yeah,
of the things that they talk about is that the people who have connections and power and prestige and money, they will always have an up and up, an
exactly.
inside,
Always have an upper
like a
hand.
bug in their ear, letting them know what's coming, what's happening, what's going
Yep.
on. And so they're not gonna stay. You know, a congressman, they're gonna know the threat before anybody else. And you think they taking anybody with them? No, they're gonna go right on their little jet, get right up out this bitch. Okay, go to, I don't know, Bora Bora, somewhere. They're gonna go somewhere,
Somewhere.
okay, where they get the fuck out of Dodge. So
Yep. Yep.
it's like a trip to watch. And I would say that if you get easily scared or anxious, this one might not be for you.
Yeah.
If especially if you like especially if slow burners get you, because it's just like eerily creepy, and it just is eerily creepy for a long time. It's like they don't get to the punchline until the end, and the whole time you're just sitting there uncomfortably. Like, please finish this conversation. I would like to be done and go home. That's kind of how the whole thing feels. I'd really like for this to be done so I can go home.
Yeah.
You know, so it's crazy. Apparently, I'm real sleepy today.
Well, man, hey, holidays, a lot going on.
Yeah, so much shit's going on. So much shit's going
Shit. So many
on.
things.
So I just found it really crazy. Um, and as somebody who lives real close to the fucking capital of the United States, I was like, I need to take my black ass out of here. I need to find somewhere else to live. Okay. Maybe I need to go to like fucking Iowa, because who the fuck is in Iowa? Nobody. Nobody of importance anyway. Montana, one of the Dakotas, Utah. Like nobody's fucking going there.
What about Colorado? People are going there.
Yeah, Colorado. Well, I guess it depends on the part of Colorado. You can't go to Denver. Denver's dumb. That's just kind of like, okay, be for real.
Let's be fucking for real.
Be fucking for real. Denver, seriously. But somewhere in the middle, Arkansas, where they don't got shit but grass and cows. That's pretty much where my ass need to be at this point. That's how I'm feeling. I'm like, let me get the fuck out of Dodge. My mom always used to be like, or my dad always used to be like, yo, if we have to leave, what are we gonna do? And I was like, at this point, we just gonna have to sit here and look at each other in the face, because there's so many bodies up here that if you don't have the up and up, if you don't know to leave early, this bitch, we ain't getting nowhere. You probably will make it farther if you hoof it to wherever you're going. Cause the traffic to get out this bitch, girl, you might as well sit at home, play spades, and drink your last cup of gin and tonic, okay? Cause you're not going anywhere. it is what it is.
It's what it is.
Mhm. Mhm. Definitely. This is crazy. How many times I done yawned?
It's not that crazy. I mean, I get it, but you know why I'm tired. So
Mhm.
yeah, Phew, early
I
morning.
done. I was like, I done yawned 20 times in the past, like, what, 30 seconds?
I'm like, I can't believe that I actually got up at I got up at 5:30. Like that is
That's wild.
just, oh my God. And babe, the traffic. Let me tell you, okay? Because it wasn't like backed up or anything.
Uh huh.
It was just clutter. Like you really
Mhm.
couldn't get around anybody. Like literally everybody was going the same speed. I'm like, oh Lord, this is like, is this what Sunday driving is? Either that or it's like, well, I guess everybody really is going to work at this time or something. Cause like, damn, we're really just all here just cruising. All of us,
Mhm.
all four of these lanes going the same speed.
Yep. Yep.
I
Yep.
was like, yeah. I can't do my normal maneuvers. Like I can't get around nobody.
Oh yeah, you be like speed demon.
I mean, I just look. Don't say it like I drive like a maniac, okay? Like I drive good, y'all. All right. I just look, cause look, what I do when I drive, I'm always looking ahead. So I'm always looking at how my route's gonna be. Like I'm looking at all the lanes, seeing okay, how's this lane moving? Okay, well, maybe I can get over here. This one look like it's moving a little faster. So like I'll just be.
He drives like he got hellhounds on his ass.
Oh, look, all I'm gonna say is the reason that I drive the way I do, I blame it on everybody else. Because if honestly, no, but seriously, like I think
Mhm.
because of the fact that there was just so many people like in the wrong lanes that I had to keep going
Mhm.
around, it finally just got to a point where I'm just like, dude, I have to get around y'all because y'all are just irritating me because this is happening so often. And then of course, then you have these moments where I'm getting around, and then somebody cuts me off. I'm just like, Lord, please. I'm begging, like.
Yeah, you in traffic is like actually y'all, I just have to go to sleep because the whole time he's like, oh my god. Da, 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 da. He be so upset. I'd be like, okay, you got it.
I drive more tamer when I'm with her, like because I always drive like I drive different depending on who's in the car with me. Like when I'm by myself, I'm trying to go. But like if I got people in the car with me, I'm like, okay, let me slow it down a bit. Let me be a bit more cautious. I don't want to freak anybody out.
Listen, I'd be like, he'd be like, oh, I'm like, oh, okay, all right,
I
move to
mean,
the next lane.
sometimes that's what you gotta do. Look, you gotta cut these people off because they're gonna do it to you. That's the thing. That's literally. I literally drive the way I do because I've learned and adapted on how everybody else drives. Like I've had to adapt around everybody else. 'Cause you know how what they always tell you in driving school, you have to drive in like you're driving for other people, the safety of other people. So you always have to be cautious of everyone else. So yeah, it's
I'll stay in my granny lane,
um, I can't do it. Okay.
doing my safe driving in my in the granny lane. That's what I'll do.
Like I said, people just ruin driving for me. Like I used to enjoy driving, but I don't enjoy it anymore because people suck, dude.
Also, the people in Texas, the way they drive is fucking bonkers.
Yeah,
I'm
they
convinced
drive
they have
horrible
about
here.
4 brain cells left. That's what I'm convinced. I'm just convinced.
Yeah, they're pretty
They got
wild
about
here.
they got about 2 brain cells to rub together at this point. The way they be driving, and I refuse. I will never drive in Texas. Never,
You would definitely just
ever.
have to stay in the slow lane. Even then,
I'm
though,
not driving.
I
I
was about
told
to
him I'm
say,
not driving.
it's like I'm like
I better
even
have a
then.
chauffeur. I better have a chauffeur because I'm not driving. The only way that I would drive if it was real early or real late at night when there's not a lot of people on the road. Other than that, I'm not fucking driving there. I'm not doing it. I have seen too many people cut somebody off, almost be an accident, and I won't even there for that long. I won't even there for that long.
Yeah.
Let alone the amount of Amber Alerts in the time that I've been there. What? Y'all got another
Yeah,
kid
they
missing every other
they
day.
they've calmed down a lot, that's for sure. But yeah,
The fact that they calmed down a lot is crazy.
I think the last time I probably heard one was like last week, so it hasn't been.
See what the fuck, y'all?
Yeah,
Y'all, let me tell you. In where I'm at, you might get an Amber Alert once every couple months. Like, I'm not surprised if I went a whole year without an Amber Alert. I wouldn't be surprised. The fact that he said the last time they got an Amber Alert, he think he got an Amber Alert was last week. What the fuck y'all doing in Texas? Like, what the fuck?
yeah, some crazy ass people out there.
Yeah, yeah. No, thank you. No, thank you. Not only that, but it's also as hot as the devil's butthole. And I'd rather not, really. I'd rather not.
It's been bad here.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just speaking of the devil's butthole, I think that's gonna lead us to the next segment. I know you're like the devil's butthole.
It's like that's a
No,
weird segue, but okay. It's
but
like
listen, but listen, but listen. Okay, I know it sounds weird, but it. Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me. Okay,
she got
so
she got flash bombed, yeah.
whoops, whoops, whoops. But I have to. I'm reading. I'm like taking things out of this article, and the article, the page with the article's on is burst fuck. But anyway, so let me tell y'all about the conspiracy theory of what's his name, Reverend Maxwell. Okay, you're probably like, who the fuck is Reverend
Who the
Maxwell?
and I'm just like, oh Lord, a reverend. This probably ain't no good.
A Reverend Willie Maxwell. Um, he is actually from Alabama, which is really funny because my family's from Alabama. And this, basically, I'm gonna try and summarize it the best I can. The story is that he murdered 5 of his family members. You're probably like, a reverend murdered 5 of his family members. Yes. And the reason he did it was for money. Um, and this, honestly, in my mind, this is probably one of the reasons, because I think this happened in the early 1900s. So this is probably the reasons, or not earlier. No, it's mids, like the 1970s. Yeah,
1950s. Oh, okay.
yeah, between 1950 and 1970s. That area, that time. Um, so he had several policies on his family members, and every family member that he put a policy on died. And then he would collect the policy money. And that's probably why we have fucking strict rules on life insurance now, because this shit. Um, so the first person he killed was his first wife. He, and he actually became a reverend because, well, how you go how they said like Ted Bundy was like, I think it's Ted Bundy. They said like he got away with a lot of it because people found him attractive and
Mm-hmm.
charming.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of the same way.
Mm.
Originally, everybody thought he was a really great guy, very handsome, very charming, a pillar in the community. And he was supposed to be doing a revival sermon that night at a different church,
Mm.
not where he's at. And he had told his wife that when he called, she needed to answer, and she thought it was a little odd, but she was obviously just gonna obey. She's probably a God fearing woman. She's gonna obey. So he calls her. It's like 10 something, right? And apparently he comes back home. She's not there. But when he called her, he had told her that he got into an accident, but there was no evidence of him being in an accident. And so finally, um, at like 2, 3, 4, between 2 and 4 in the morning, he calls the police to say his wife's missing. And he said that when he had gotten home, she wasn't home. And that was about 11 something. And so he was so tired from the revival, he just went to sleep. And when he woke up at between 2 and 4, he realized she still wasn't home. So then he called the police. You're telling me your wife is out running the streets at 11:30, and you're not calling her? You're not calling the police?
Crazy.
I mean, am I crazy for thinking that that's crazy? Like, would you not call, like, Dom? Okay, let's say we live together, right? And you go
Yes.
somewhere.
If it's that time of night, oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna be like, where the hell you at? I mean, shit, I did the same thing with my mom. Like, she was at the football game, the tailgate, on the
Mhm.
weekend, and I think it was like 10 or 11 or something like that. I'm like,
Mhm.
you good? I had to call it because I'm like, it's a
Mhm.
little late. Making sure, I already know it's hard for you to drive at night. You good?
Mhm. Mhm.
So,
Exactly. So it's like you didn't think to whatever. So they found her um at they found her on the side of the road. Her car was kind of tore up, but not too tore up. But she was in the passenger seat, fucked up, like fucked up. Um, and she had been with talking to one of her neighbors, and so her neighbor had um testified against her husband, and so he was going to get convicted. They
hmm
had convicted him with the murder of his wife, his first wife. But then suddenly, right before, you know, it could all go through, the neighbor changed her story.
huh, probably paid her
So the
off.
so the charges were dropped.
Hmm.
Okay. After a little while, I think 1 or 2 years, he marries the neighbor. Mhm. Gets a policy out on his brother. A couple months later, his brother dies.
Jesus.
And then the toxology point report put that he died from alcohol poisoning. Um, which from my understanding was not like his brother at all. And so people are like, this is becoming weird, and he started becoming weird.
hmm
He would chant things when he would mow his lawn. He had like dead chicken corpses
Oh,
chilling on his property. Um,
alrighty.
yeah, and so I don't know how much people know, but a lot of the times, I won't say a lot of times, but some of the times when you do magic rituals, if you are, practicing hoodoo or voodoo or roots or whatever it is, they use blood to strengthen rituals, spells, and things like that. And so the fact that he had dead chickens laying around is real suspicious.
hmm
Real suspicious. So then somehow wife number two ends up dead.
Yeah.
Um mhm. And he's cashed out on all these people's life insurance policies so far. All of them. Wife number two ends up dead. And they have
So
actually
so
have kids
that's
together.
three.
So that's three people. Okay. Um, and he was a child of 9, right? So he has a big family,
Mm-hmm.
or he was in a family of 9 children, so he has a big family. So then a year or two, another year or two pass. Maybe not even a year or two. Another year, a couple months pass, and suddenly the nephew that used to work for him also dies mysteriously
Hmm.
in his car. And he wrote a policy apparently that's supposed to be addressed to his mother. But when they looked at the handwriting, it didn't look like his handwriting. It looked like Willie Maxwell's handwriting. But they would have to prove that. And so he officially, after all that was said and done, he talked to his nephew's mother and was essentially asking to be the power of attorney.
Mm.
That's real suspicious. You guys don't know what power of attorney means. That means that basically he's over the distribution and all of the assets that he was worth. Why does he want to be the power of attorney so bad if he already left a benefactor?
Crazy.
Suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
So what's that? That's 4, right? That's 4.
Mm-hmm.
So then he gets married to his last wife, Ophelia. And Ophelia had a younger sister. And the way that they were raised, Ophelia essentially functioned as a mother figure for her little sister. And so when she wasn't working, you know, her job was real close to their house, so she would be over there and things like that. And one night, they her car, or Ophelia's car went missing. And at this point, her little sister was like 15, 16. So she didn't have a license yet. So she didn't have the permission to like drive the car by herself.
Mm-hmm.
And so Willie was like, "Oh, this is weird. Maybe she went out joyriding." Somehow, some way, they find her, and of course, what is she? Dead. Um, and so everybody's like, "This is foul play," and he goes from being a well-liked figure in the community to feared, right? Which fucking makes sense because how do 5 people close to you,
Just end up dead.
right, end up dead when within a couple of months or years between each other, and they all had policies, all had life
Right.
insurance policies that you had access to.
Crazy.
Crazy, absolutely wild. And not to mention, I can't remember if it was the brother or the nephew. They found him as a crossroads, and like I said, crossroads are like a spiritual gateway where you can perform rituals and things like that, to make deals. And one of the ways to make a deal is by sacrifice. So people begin to believe like he made human sacrifices essentially
Mm-hmm.
to spirits. Um, and so he really wanted to see the body of his niece. That's what he called her, his niece. And they were like, "No, this is a family matter. You don't need to see." I got real upset. Like, why are you getting upset? That's not even your sister for real. I don't understand why you're getting upset. So they not too long after they have the funeral for her, and he goes, and he's been. How do you kill 5 people and you dodge the law left and right?
Right.
What the what?
That's crazy.
Right. So finally, the uncle of the girl who was killed, he goes, "This is all your fault. You killed her," and he shoots him in the face point blank 3 times. Um,
At the
obviously
funeral?
at her funeral.
Damn.
At her funeral.
Karma
He
really
literally,
karma really come quick, don't it?
he literally died at her funeral from gunshot wounds to the face. And so then he was tried, And he pleaded not guilty due to insanity. And so he ended up being discharged. The charges ended up being dropped. Because a psychologist came in and vouched that he, with all this the stress and things going on, that it was very plausible that he was having a psychotic breakdown. After everything was said and done, and all the dust had, settled,
Mm.
in the wake of these horrific tragedies, the psychologist comes out and goes, "I actually don't think he was crazy. I don't think he was having a mental breakdown." He was like, "I think that he did the most sane thing a person could did." Do you know how crazy it has to be for a psychologist to say that the sane thing to do was kill him, shoot him dead? That's fucking wild.
I would have done the same thing if I was in that situation. Like, I would have been. Look, I would have said not. I would have said guilty. I would have done the same thing. I would have explained and been like, "This shit was mentally taxing on me. I couldn't sleep. I haven't slept in days." I would say all the shit to like make me sound so fucking like, or and not even like make me sound like that. Honestly,
Mhm.
that would probably make me feel like that. Honestly, so I mean, shit. It's like, motherfucker, you killed 4 other people. Because this was the last person's funeral, right?
Yes, this is the
Yeah.
last person's funeral,
Yeah,
and she
so
was
it's like, she,
16.
wait, what?
Yeah, she was 16.
Oh, because this was his second wife's
Sister.
sister. Yeah.
Yeah, this is his
Okay.
third wife's younger
Third
sister.
wife's sister. Yeah. Bro, that's
Mhm.
crazy. Yeah.
Oh shit.
What?
Whoa, what the hell?
You in dark mode?
Oh,
Oh. She's looking at some
thank you for
porno?
the follow.
Oh.
Thank you so much, Turkish beer. I was like, what the
She got
hell?
so
Scared the shit
shooked.
out of me. I know, I thought my music had started or something. And I was like, music? Where the fuck the music coming from? Oh my gosh. It was my words. Dear Jesus Lord, my
Lord
fucking
Jesus is a
heart.
fire.
My heart
Wait,
is
wait, did your list
is
go off? No.
yeah, my alert went off.
Oh, okay, nice.
Fucking killed me inside. I just fucking died a little bit. Um.
She died a
Anyway,
little.
what was I saying?
I don't even remember.
I'm pretty sure it was about Crazy Man, the
Yeah,
voodoo guy.
right.
Um. Damn. That just derailed my whole. It scared the shit out of me so bad. Derailed my whole thought. Oh Jesus! So I need to take deep
I know I
breaths.
had said, I would have done the same thing because honestly, that would have made
Mhm.
me feel the same way. Like, if I was like, uh, if they had killed or if 4 other people had died before, this shit happened, fuck that.
Yeah.
Bitch, you killed
Yeah.
her. Pop, pop, pop. Because what was that, the
Yeah,
dad,
man.
right? Was that the dad?
It
Or
was the uncle.
was
The
the uncle?
uncle.
Okay, yeah. See, hell yeah. Probably, and like
The
he
uncle
probably
killed him.
really, yeah. And
And then he was revered because everybody was so scared of him at this point, because obviously 4 other people had died, with mysterious circumstances, and they all involved him. So,
hmm
people were really scared of him, and so he was revered by his community as a hero because he killed him. And I was like, I was saying like how crazy and insane you have to be for a therapist or a psychologist to
Oh
say
yeah.
that killing that man was the
What's the
sanest
sanest
thing
thing? Yeah.
that he could have did.
Yeah.
Do you know how absolutely bewildering that is? That that left that professional's mind.
That she like that person probably been or heard and seen some shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, psychologists and therapists, they deal with a lot of people with mental illness like that. Like,
Yeah.
so the fact that they said that out their mouth, like, oh, this is wild. This was wild shit. This was like that new age. Like, what the fuck is happening? And so yeah, what comes around goes around, goes around, goes all the
Yeah,
way back
that
around.
karma hit quick. Like hit
Mm,
real
not
quick.
quick, not quick enough because he
Yeah,
did
true, true.
kill like four more people after his initial killing.
Yeah,
And and the issue part of that is because the fucking neighbor turned her back, on her friend
honestly,
and neighbor and rescinded her account of what the fuck happened, which is
crazy.
fucking crazy.
Yeah, like I said, look, paid her off, got her to be the wife, and
Hmm.
then look, he invested, and then he got his investment back when he was done with her.
Wow, yeah, you're not
Legit,
wrong.
legit.
You're not
Invested in
wrong.
her. He put down a security deposit on her
Damn,
just to
that's
get that hoe
crazy.
back.
And the craziest part is like I don't remember what the rest or I don't even know the story about the rest of them, but I do know that the policy that he took out for his first wife, he only paid like 39 cents for it and he got back like 15 grand. And in that time 15 grand was a lot of fucking money.
Yeah, I mean, even now, 15 grand, you can still do a little bit with.
Yeah, you can do a little bit with it, but like 15 grand back then, you could probably equate it to like 50 grand now. That's a nice down payment. And the houses, that probably could have bought him a house. Looking crazy.
Yep. Because when was
Just
this? When did this happen?
1970s, 60s. So, everything was fucking cheaper back then.
Cheap as hell.
So,
Gas wasn't even $1 a gallon yet, probably.
hell no, it
Oh,
was not a dollar. He purchased a $15,000 policy for like 39 cents. There's no fucking way.
that's crazy.
Yes, it was a gallon. There's no fucking way.
And then of course technology was different back then, so like it's probably why. When did he get caught, or when did he die? Like how long?
That's a good
How
ass
long did it go
question.
for? Yeah, like how long did he
Um,
go on this? I mean, essentially, this dude was a serial killer, right? Because what's the
mhm.
certain point that you hit? Because like there's a number, right? Like of a certain amount that you hit, where that's when you become a
I,
serial killer. I'm about
I
to look it up.
guess. I don't know. I guess I would say. For example, 1970, 1977.
When?
No, it's got to be after 1977 because that's the when he had the trial for Robert Burns. So
Three or more people as a serial killer.
yeah, apparently, it was like the 1970s to early 2000s was like the time of serial killers, which is fucking crazy that we had a time where like serial killing
Well,
was
right, there
more
was an actual
kind of
trending, like, oh my
exactly.
god,
That's fucking crazy,
serial killers were trending. That's wow, that's a trend that you really want to hear.
right? Like that's fucking
I
crazy.
mean,
This is insane.
at this point, I feel like we've traded serial killers trending to shootings.
Yeah, yeah,
That's replaced
you're not
that.
wrong.
I guess we're in that era.
Yeah, you're not fucking wrong. And
Yeah.
the woman who and actually the woman who wrote To Kill a Mockingbird was
Hmm.
actually there at his trials.
Oh shit. Oh
And she was using it as inspiration, or they were using it as inspiration to write another book. And I think that book has never been released, but the same author that Kill a Mockingbird was there so that they could get information to write a book based
wow,
off of the accounts.
that's
So
kind
it's
of
really
crazy.
crazy how this reverend, started studying all the occult and things like that, and then people were dying with no visible signs of distress or, um, you know, issues. It's just crazy.
Ugh. Dude, it's crazy how many reverends and pastors have just done some just wild and outlandish shit. Like it's crazy.
Oh yeah, you're definitely not wrong, dude. Not at all. Um,
I need to get one of them low
Hmm?
air. I need to get one of them little air compressor things. I need a on my keyboard and inside my PC.
Oh.
Yeah, it's getting a little
Oh,
dusty.
I feel that. I feel that. I understand that. Well, are there any conspiracies that you're sitting on?
uh, no, none that I can think off the top of my head right now. But if there is,
Mm-hmm.
I'll definitely keep in mind if any come to mind to maybe do a little, you know, add to the segment, pretty much.
Okay. Okay.
But for
I love
now,
that.
yeah, I don't, yeah, I can't think of anything at the moment. Any kind of theories that I have. Yep,
I
yep,
feel you.
yep.
I feel you. Awesome. Well, this is kind of a short. Well, you know what? We gave you guys a real long one last week, so here's like a shorter one this week.
Yeah, it happens, and some people. I know some people just like to listen and just hear, what we have to say. But if you guys
Mhm.
ever want to have put any input, we do have this podcast, or we stream it so you guys can be more included, and you can ask questions, or even if we have questions, you know, we can get your side, your opinions on the things and stuff like that. So. You know,
Mhm.
we appreciate all our lurkers, all our supporters, everybody that comes through. Soon, I keep saying this, but soon we will be on Spotify as well. Though we're gonna have our
Definitely.
exclusive
Yeah, I think we're
podcasts
gonna do
on
some
that.
more exclusive content. Cause I was
Yeah,
like, oh, let's just like record, better quality and
honestly,
put it over there. But I feel
yeah.
like having some exclusive content over there would
Hmm.
be a little bit cooler, just
Refreshing
because
too.
right? Yeah, cause
Honestly,
it's not like, oh, I already heard this talk or anything like that. So definitely some exclusive content probably is
yeah.
gonna be
So
coming
we
from.
let's just say 2024 we got some stuff. We got some stuff cooking. Got some stuff coming. So
Cooking. I'm not cooking shit at this point.
I mean,
I'm ordering DoorDash. No, I'm joking.
not you, not you taking it to the most literal.
Yep, definitely, always, always. Um, well, guys, thank you so much. And I know you're probably like, girl. So what's next? What's next is,
She about to go lay down.
yeah,
Which, hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. It's about to be 10 p.m. for you. I'm actually about to go get my youngest settled into bed too. I know he over there sleeping on the couch. So I'm about to go tell him, all right, go in the room. Go, go,
yeah.
go to
I
sleep.
I just feel so bad because I was only laughing for like an hour and 50
I
minutes today
mean,
for this podcast, but I'm
that's okay.
like,
Make sure you highlight. Well, you could highlight this stream too.
That's
Make it
true.
a yeah, make it a little highlight so you can
Yeah, because
that
but
recent.
I have never yawned this much on live before in my
She
life.
tied,
I'm like holding on by a thread,
holding
by a
on for dear
strand,
life.
like by the hair on my chinny chin chin. You know what I'm saying? Like a fucking minuscule amount right now. So Um, and I also have some shit I have to do because I'm having like some contractors come over tomorrow to fix some shit in my house. So, I honestly probably should wake up to get some more cleaning and stuff organized and stuff done. So, with
Fine.
that being said, I will probably still be in late chat. However, if you hear me stop talking, it's because I fell asleep. Um, because I literally am like, I'm like, I want to go lay down in my bed right now. I'm literally struggling
Well,
so hard.
thank y'all for tuning in to this week's episode of D&D Spilling the Tea.
Hmm.
Appreciate y'all, and next week we got more theories to talk about. I definitely, like I said, I'm gonna try to get back into the habit and posting at least these to YouTube. So, y'all stay tuned for that. And we'll catch y'all on the next one.
Definitely will. Bye, y'all. Love you so much. Guys, head
Bye.
over if you haven't already to Stream and support him. Also, if you want to, follow Brayden for life. That was in my chat earlier. He's trying to get his little streaming game up, and he is such a cutie patootie. So, make sure to do that. And I'm gonna go lay my ass down now, guys.
She gonna go lay
Because,
it down.
yep. Lay my head down tonight. Lay my head down, lay my head down, and I'ma
Work
work it,
it,
work
work
it,
it,
work
work
it,
it, work
work it.
it up.
Oh, lay, oh, lay, oh, lay, oh, lay, lay, oh, lay. Wait, lay your head down, God. Not gonna lay my head down tonight. Gonna lay my head down tonight. That's how I'm feeling, y'all.
You
No lie.
funny.
No lie. Like I'm like to the point where like I'm like goofy. You know what I mean? Like have you ever
Oh,
been so
goofy, yeah,
tired?
girl.
You never been so tired that you start acting like loopy, like drunk? Yeah, that's me about right now. And it doesn't happen open. It doesn't happen often. It doesn't happen often. So the fact that it's happening right now, I'm like, oh shit, bitch. It's definitely that time for you. It's definitely that time. Um. So yeah, guys, love you so much. Bye.
I will have you. Shit,
Yeah, I had to.
that
I
outfit on.
had to
And
leave.
go
Let me
here.
set you.
Set your soul.
Just gonna stand here and watch me burn. Okay,
Bam, bam,
hold on. I have to
bam.
switch to my. I'm switching to my phone. And I'm switching to my bed. I'm sitting in the bed upstairs. Girl, you gon' think. Girl,
Okay.
you gon' think.
I'll be back. Like I said, I'm gonna go get him settled, and I gotta pee.